Good year for Iowa a year ago, and here's what's ahead for the Hawkeyes this season. They open with Albany, an FS1 game on August 30th before the big rivalry game, Cy-Hawk against Iowa State. That'll be on Fox. Big Ten Network excited to have the Hawks against UMass in week 3, and then opening up conference play on the road against Rutgers, a Fox game there. And thrilled to have 3 of the Hawkeyes here with us now. Koen Entringer is alongside me, Ethan Hurkett, Logan Jones as well. And Ethan and Logan, I need to ask the two of you. I think this is the first time that I've ever had 2 different players on the set with me who both got married over the summer. So let's start with the highlight of the wedding reception for each one of you guys. Ethan, tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Actually, there's 3 of us that got married, which is crazy. Our defensive tackle, Aaron Graves, got married too. But I think the best part of the reception for me was probably actually his speech, his best man speech. It was pretty emotional, and he got a little bit choked up, which
Not true.
he cried a lot, but no, he did a great job, and it meant a lot to me to hear those words.
What were the words, Logan? Give us a little. I mean, I know you don't. I don't need a word for word, but I mean, what did you say about Ethan that moved him so much?
Yeah, well, I think anytime you're giving a best man speech, it's kind of hard because all I do is talk a bunch of crap to this guy. So to actually be sentimental, it definitely got a little emotional towards the end. But, yeah, it was a lot of fun to give that speech. And I also got to take a few digs at him as well.
Yeah. All right. How about for you? What was the highlight of your wedding reception?
Oh, man. For the people that do know me, I'm a pretty good dancer. So anytime you can get me on the dance floor, I'm having a good time, yeah.
All right, pretty good. I'd like to see some video of that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it's a shame that we didn't prepare that in advance. Well, congratulations to both of you.
Thank you.
We had your coach up here, Kirk Ferentz, and as you guys know, he's going to pass Woody Hayes. He's going to be the all-time winningest coach in the history of Big Ten football coming up this year. It's really an amazing accomplishment. We've had a front row seat to watch him for the last 19 years. This is year 27. Koen, I'll let you get the first word on this, but I'm interested from all of you of what it's like to play for someone who has such an unbelievable track record and is on the precipice of making history.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a blessing from God just to be able to play for an amazing coach like Coach Ferentz. Just the fact that he's been coaching for so long, just a testament to his greatness and his commitment. And I can speak for all my teammates, past and present, it's an honor to play for an amazing coach. Seriously, it's an honor.
Yeah, what do you think makes him so great, Ethan? Like, why has he been – I think the word is consistent from where we sit. Why has he been so consistent year in and year out?
I think what makes him special in college football is just the fact that he really cares about his players. You can tell, especially, after a big game, he'll get emotional, and you can just tell how much it really means to him. And I think that makes us just want to fight for him that much more. He's a guy that shows up to work every day. He's genuine. He knows everybody's name in the facility. From a freshman all the way to a senior, he knows about your family, and you can just tell that he cares.
Logan?
Yeah, it's hard because Coach Ferentz, he's been here for so long, right? And you see the players that have played here before us, they're a part of this as well. And we're kind of just a small part of that. You look back, you got guys like Bob Sanders, Robert Gallery, Brandon Scherf. I mean, you can name a lot more, but to be able to be a part of this small part of, his career is truly something special. And I'm really excited for this season and that moment when he does pass it.
Well, this will be a special year, no doubt. I mean, he's going to pass him this year. But I also think it has a chance to be a really special year for you guys, irrespective of what Coach Ferentz is doing. Just as a team, I look at you. I think a lot of people look at you as a potential college football playoff dark horse. I'll let you address this first, Logan. But to what extent do you guys talk about that internally as being one of those 12 teams?
Absolutely. I mean, our goals are to play until, late January, whenever that national championship is. But we realize the only way we're going to get there is, by winning week 1. And then when week 2 comes, we got to win that game, right? You're never going to get to your end goal if you don't focus on what's in front of you right now. So we just got to take it day by day.
Koen and Ethan, I want to talk to you a little bit about the defense, which just year in and year out is so incredibly good. I don't understand. I mean, maybe in Iowa, Phil Parker gets the recognition that he deserves. I have never felt like he truly gets the recognition that he deserves nationally. But just give people a sense of sitting in on a defensive meeting and what makes him so good.
I just think the greatest thing that makes Coach Parker so great is just his attention to detail, and he just demands excellence from regardless of position you are, regardless of where you're on the depth chart, whether you're a third-string DB or the starting defense end. He has that same standard of performance for everybody, and I think I can speak for everybody. It's just an honor to truly play for Coach Parker. He's such a great coach.
How does he convey that? The demands that he has, the expectations that he has on you guys. How does that come across?
I think it just starts with, every single year he shows us, this is the defense that we've had in the past, but then he reminds us, this is your team and this is your opportunity to make your own history. And I think Ethan can say too, we're just so fortunate to play with so many great players, and as long as we follow in their footsteps, it's a pretty good opportunity.
Yeah, is there pressure? I mean, the expectation is that Iowa's going to be great on defense. I almost sometimes feel like it's dismissive, right? We say, well, we know they'll be great on defense. And in some ways, it doesn't convey how hard it is to get there year in and year out, how challenging it is to reach that level of performance. So speak to what it means to be a key member of what is year in and year out one of the best defenses in America.
It means a lot. There's a long-standing tradition of Iowa defense, and I think especially in a conference like the Big Ten, it's going to be hard in and out each week to play these teams and to really try to uphold the standard that we have and the standard that has been set by so many great players before us. So we definitely realize what that means, and we accept the challenge.
Logan, it's interesting because in the years where Iowa is really, really good, we talk a lot about offensive line. And Kirk Ferentz, we know that's his background as an offensive line coach. And it had fallen off a little bit for a couple of years. I mean, if you think about, where were the struggles for Iowa? Was offense? Why was the offense great? I mean, I think part of it was quarterback play, but I think part of it, honestly, was offensive line play. This feels like a really different group. I mean, this feels like a group that could be in that Joe Moore Award kind of conversation here. Two-part question, but how do you feel like you've gotten it back? And what do you feel like you guys kind of have to prove this year?
Yeah. I alluded to the guys earlier, like Brandon Scherf, Robert Gallery. They set the standard for offensive line play at Iowa, right? And to be able to play for Coach Ferentz, who actually works with the offensive line at practice, is pretty cool. That doesn't happen everywhere. But then, like I said, the guys before us, they said it, and we have to uphold that. And it kind of fell off, right? But we had a really great group of guys last year, leaders, Mason Richmond, Nick DeYoung, Connor, just reset that standard and what we want to be, and it's just about upholding that now. We know what we want to do, and we're going to be the most physical team you play every game, right? And that's what we're going to do every single game.
Tell me a little bit about the quarterback who's going to be leading this team. And we were talking about with Coach Ferentz. I know Mark Gronowski's been injured, and so you haven't really had a chance to see him throw, but I'm sure you've spent a lot of time with him. Give us a sense for him.
Yeah, he's awesome. We got him down to the Lake of the Ozarks for an offensive line trip, so we got to spend a lot of time with him, which was a lot of fun. And then just being around him, I think he came from a culture that was pretty similar to ours, right? What it takes, and you have to earn everything. And he's had that same mindset when he got here, right? Earn everything. And he's been a great leader for a lot of guys. He didn't try and just take over the reins and, be leader. He earned that when he got here. He's done a great job, and so many young guys, the quarterbacks, wide receivers, running backs, look up to him in that way.
I want to know a little bit about the Lake of the Ozarks trip.
Yeah.
What happens on that trip, and how much food is consumed on an offensive line trip?
It seems like we always have enough, but then somehow we end up eating it all. But, I mean, we're just down there golfing, having a lot of fun, getting down at the lake, jumping off diving boards and doing a bunch of dumb stuff for the most part. Some of the stuff I can't disclose, but it is a pretty good time.
All right. Well, I won't ask you to give away any trade secrets here. What about the defensive back group? This is an area year in and year out. You guys are really, really good. How do you feel about that group heading into this year?
No, I'm just so excited. I've been playing with Xavier Wampa, TJ Hall, Deshaun Lee, Zach Lupmer. I've been playing with these guys for about 2-3 years. So I'm just excited just for our turn to take the field and show what the Iowa DBs are all about. I'm just so fortunate to play under guys like Cooper DeJean, Riley Moss, who paved the way, kind of like all these guys were alluding to. At Iowa, it's just a special place. You get to come in and learn just from guys who are going to be potential first rounders and guys like Cooper DeJean who are going to make plays on the biggest stage. And I'm just blessed to be a part of it, blessed to learn from Coach Parker, blessed to be a part of this defense, and I'm just really blessed. It's amazing.
Your story is great because you've really had to bide your time, and you were hurt for a while. So what does it mean to kind of be representing your school, to be on this stage, literally and figuratively, to have gotten to this point.
No, it's surreal, honestly. You know, these guys right here, I look up to them every single day in the locker room, and just to share the stage with them is just truly a blessing from God. And I just, this is a message to everybody. If you just believe in God and trust in Him and trust in His ever so perfect plan for you, everything's just going to come together. So just grateful, honestly.
Well, I know you guys hope that it'll come together on the field as well. You've got one of the things I love about what the Big Ten did with scheduling is they treated every school differently in terms of rivalry games. And Iowa is the one school that has the 3 protected rivalry games, and you've got the Iowa State game. So you guys know what all of these games mean. What is it? How does it impact you to play in games like that are so significant to the fan base?
Yeah, I think for me, anytime you can get like a trophy game, right? Nebraska, you got Minnesota, Iowa State. These games mean not only a lot to us, but our fans, right? So to be able to go out there and play on a Saturday, it's what you play college football for. So to be able to be a part of that and take the field with these guys and walk off the field with the trophy, I mean, there's no better feeling. Those trophy games really do mean something. The rivalry is real, and it runs deep.
All right, well, fellas, look forward to seeing you at camp. Congratulations to both of you on the nuptials, and we'll see you in Iowa City in a couple weeks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, guys.